All right, be cool.
Be
And
cool.
oh fuck yeah, lucky bro, full moon, full moon.
Full moon with me. Like I was sitting here, I was driving over, I looked up at the moon, and I was like, I saw it last night. I was like, ooh, you're bright. You're brighter than normal. And
Yeah.
it's always brightest the night before. And then I came out and I was like, and it's the biggest.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a damn full moon. It's the first full moon of the year.
What is up, YouTube? It is my Paco of Pacos Chingasos, and I have a surprise episode for you. You guys thought I was done for a while, but I don't know. The podcast bug bit me, but I'm here with my great friend, the Bombcity Renegade, Greg Gory. How you doing,
Hey,
brother?
Pretty good, pretty good. What about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for coming in and hanging out, and we're just gonna do this, man. Let's get down. I'm gonna share it, so it's gonna look like I'm gonna be on my phone for a minute, or phone and computer for a minute, but it's only because I'm sharing this to get it out to everybody else. And that being said, I'm going to few little ground rules for the podcast.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, these are just little things. The first one is be careful with my mics. They're expensive.
Always.
The second one is I don't talk politics or religion on this podcast.
I try not to talk about those regardless.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And the third thing is if anybody hasn't told you that they're excited to see you today, just know that I am.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Good to see you tonight.
Of course. And that being said, let's get right into this podcast. And like I said, it looks like I'm on my phone, but I'm not. I just I was trying to share it. I was trying to share it through my laptop, but my laptop's running a little.
We're all just trying to get everybody into the event of the night.
Yeah. There's all like I'm just you know what I mean? And it shows it's showing that I'm live, but it's being weird. There it is. Weird. Hell yeah, and we got great audio. So,
That's awesome.
so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. Sorry. All right. So I'm gonna start off with a question while I get all this set up. And my question is the first question that I have for you is so you're a local wrestler in our community here in Amarillo.
Yes,
Why don't you just give a little bit of a background? Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Let your fans know where the Bombcity Renegade came from while I share all this shit out.
Well, let's see. Where it all began was just growing up, starting out with Jordan Caleb's and Pierce Price back in when I first started training, 2007. Going ape shit with them. Me and Pierce being Ground Zero, San Jacinto Psycho, and North Heights Nightmare against Bomb City Juggalos. It was part of Bomb City, what we call home. And then it just adapted, and over time you got to evolve, keep it going, and been the West Texas Werewolf, and now it's Bomb City Renegade, representing my hometown. It's on my knuckles. Just full out, be me.
Fuck yeah. And so I'm gonna get into your other gimmicks, but
I was like, there's a lot of them.
there's a lot of gimmicks. But you were talking about what was it? The one with Pierce, the San Jacinto
Psycho. When it first started out, technically it was Incognito and Jerome X, aka the White Hating Coons or the WHC. That was short lived. That incident happened. Ref kind of screwed us. Whatever. We had to rebrand ourselves. Became ourselves. San Jacinto Psycho. Greg Waller. He was North Heights Nightmare, and representing the sides of towns we lived in, just representing our communities and being us. We're not the typical black guys you'd see. We're punk rock metalheads and down to throw down at any given time. And then we evolved from there and went to Smooth Criminal, and then dropped the Waller, added my middle name, became Greg Gory. And if anybody knows me, it's a play on words of my real name because I don't really like my real name either. Yeah, it's been all over the place.
Sorry. This fucking the shit going on in the air. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I forgot. I left my smokes in the fucking car, so I'm gonna smoke those other ones back there. But god damn it, Rob, you're calling at the wrong time, man.
So what's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob? You're on podcast with Pacos Chingasos.
Oh, baby girl, what it do? Who's on the pod tonight?
I got my buddy Greg Gory Lynn here with me.
Oh, I love Gregcito.
What's up, Rob?
What's up, man?
What you up to?
No, nothing much, man. Just making some late night burritos we're about to eat and shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry, dude, I got this cough.
You guys over there? Are you guys over there big chiefing or what?
No, I legitimately have this nasty cough that I've been trying to get rid of for a fucking 2 weeks now.
Well, that's not nearly as fun of a story.
Nah. I mean, I wish I could tell you I was chiefing up, but no chiefing right now, my brother.
Well, all right, man. Well, it's good to hear from both of y'all. I'll let y'all continue with y'all's pod, and Pop, just give me a call whenever you get a chance after y'all get done, man.
All right, brother, I'll give you a shout.
Good to hear from you, Greg. Both
Good to
y'all
hear
have a
from
good
you.
night, man.
Yes,
Alright.
sir.
Love you, buddy.
Love you. Peace.
Peace.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. That was good shit right there. Where were we? Let me get back to the live. People are like, God damn, they didn't even said shit.
So we just started.
Yeah, we just started. If you're just tuning in, we are just starting with Pacos Chingasos surprise episode with my good buddy Greg Gory Lynn. And so then we're gonna dive right back into the wrestling talk. And Greg, what got you into wrestling? You talked a little bit earlier about your first gimmicks with Pierce.
Yes.
And if you don't know, you got to check out Pierce under the name The Pacifist here in Bombcity.
Yes. Good friend. I've known him since elementary days. Technically, we thought it was middle school, but way longer. That's my big brother. So technically, back when I was a kid, my dad would watch it. My granddad would watch it. So I watched it as a kid, growing up watching WCW, the wars. And just over time, found out there was local wrestling through a friend. And then we started watching it. Me and Pierce were in the crowd. Then we became security, started training under Tony Morales, graduated, and kickstarted right out of high school.
Oh, yeah. And so when you say you were training with Tony Morales, what was that like? Like, is that around the time where you I guess the question I was asking was V. Were you training with V around that time as well?
V was there, like Jordan Caleb's was there. We were all like, Tony Morales was the trainer at West Texas Wrestling Association, WWA. We used to be on 6th Street across from Scooters, and then that shut down, Independence Hall, and moved 200 North Lincoln, and then PWA right down the corner. And then when we shut down, we kind of migrated over there, kind of just bounced around. Nat Ballroom with Chris Romero, Chris Youngblood. Like, we've kind of been around everywhere in Amarillo. If there's wrestling, we found it.
Right. I was gonna say, what can you tell me about some of those times, like wrestling and some of those shows, or like what was it like bouncing around now that like,
man, there was so much you'd learn from so many people. Definitely having like the young bloods watching you and running the shows and learning from them. And rest in peace, Chris Romero, Gooch Bro. You just learn so much and see different tactics. First time being in a 6-sided ring was over with Renegade Outlaw Wrestling. Going to PWF, became Top of Texas. They welcomed us in with open arms. After all the wars we had locally going on, Jack Logan, amazing person as well. And everybody over there, like, always been great, always learning.
hell yeah. So that being said, always been learning. what happened from going from learning from the young bloods into so what, like, if you could tell me anything between that time period between training with the young bloods going into the top of Texas.
I was like, I mean, there's always been seminars in between. Like I've done seminars with Raven, multiple seminars with Ricky Morton, multiple seminars with Jerry Lynn. Oh man, there's so many I can't even remember all of them. Delirious from Ring of Honor was amazing. That was an interesting event. That was cool because once he went the gimmick, that gibberish. But Ricky Morton always stood out. He'd always talk to everybody. He'd answer any questions, chat with you. Same with Jerry Lynn. He came down literally almost every month for an entire year. Like super great. Just incredible. Came down, did a seminar with us one time. Let's see. Traveled. I've seen Necro's done one. Necro's amazing also.
Yep. Shout out to the Necro Butcher
over in Japan doing his thing right now. I've gotten up to Colorado. Like a lot of people I know are traveling, doing their big thing. Joey Terrifying up in Japan doing it. Thank you for Primos, all the love they've always shown over the years. Mosh Pit Mike, he's doing his thing all over the world right now from New Mexico. Welcome me in with, yeah, it's been a long journey.
Hell yeah. So what was it like in your when you were between the traveling and still doing like a weekly show at the top of Texas?
It was awesome because there'd be a show on Friday with ROW, then we turn around to a show Saturday here, and then turn around, shoot up to Colorado for a show on Sundays with Primos, and then come like suicide trip. And sometimes it'd be wrestling, deathmatch, and still just be on the road with a carload of boys and have fun and just all the stories and the craziness. Yeah.
Just make sure you've seen some craziness on the road.
Oh yeah. There's been some times. I was like, there was a time ran out of gas literally pulling into town, and luckily my dad was right there at work as we're pulling into the gas station next to him, and ran over and was like, hey, I'm dead broke out of gas. And luckily he hooked us up. He fed everybody in the car. We gassed up, chilled with him for a second, then dropped everybody off and went and crashed. Right. That was a trip. We went down to San Antonio for a show and then came back, and I think who was in the car? I think it was me, Damian Lil, and Chad Thomas. Yeah. I think Timo. There's 5 of us. But yeah, we ran out of gas, and yeah, that was a long trip.
Oh, I bet. It just sounds like a long trip. Unfortunately, I've in my training days, I've only done 2 trips. I only did 2 trips. I went to Wichita one weekend, and then within that same weekend went to Dodge City, which both times were great. I had a great time in Wichita and Dodge City. And then one Sunday I drove up to Dodge City just because I was the ride. Drove up there and got to hang out, got to watch Skill, everything like that.
Nice.
Those skill dudes are cool. Actually, they gave me the chance to do a podcast at their very first
That's
event,
awesome.
and it was a great time. But the shitty part about it is the mixer that I had no audio.
Oh,
so you
could see everything.
Yeah, you could see the wrestling and you could hear bits and pieces, but throughout the podcast, no episode. And I'm over there talking in front of the camera, holding the mic I thought. And then I go back and listen. I'm just like, it's like I ain't getting shit out of this. So
I haven't gotten to wrestle in Kansas. The one time I did get up to Kansas, it was with all the boys, but we went out to the Summer Lake event that they did, and I kind of was a grand surprise out of nowhere. Didn't think I was going to be off, but everybody at work got COVID, so they let everybody be off, and I wasn't sick. I was like, yeah, I'm going on vacation. And they were like, well, you close this down. I was like, well, I'm coming back from Kansas. whenever I get there, I'll get up to work as soon as I can.
Right.
So I
It's like
pretty
this.
much got in the last 2 hours to just close.
He's like, hold on, I'm coming.
Is it?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for work it was like, hey, y'all said I was gonna be off till Monday, and now you scheduled me Sunday.
Right. I remember that Dodge City trip, or the one that the Wichita to Dodge City. I had called my boss and told him, I was like, hey man, I was like, listen, it's like I'm taking off Friday. I'll be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was like, there's a slight chance that I won't make it in Monday. So Sunday comes rolling in. Sunday we're in Dodge City because we went to go watch, Skill. We went to go watch check out Skill, and we were there helping, setting up, doing whatever. And so things were. I didn't get home till about. I think I got home around like 12:30, and then I stopped by House Bar. Yeah, because that's where I ran into. I stopped by House Bar, got me a shot, and then I went home. I went home, was asleep. I woke up at like 4:00 in the morning, and I texted my boss. I was like, "Hey man, I ain't coming in today." I was like, "We didn't get home till 2 a.m."
Yeah, it's all like, yeah, 2 a.m. It's all like, nah, get home, go to the bar, catch up with, run into certain people.
Yeah, just at that time, just you know what I mean. I was just having a good time, like whatever.
It wasn't hard to find some of us on our days off. It's like, go to 10th Street, you'll find us. Look for my truck.
Honestly, man, like that right there is one of my favorite things to do. Is or like when I was training, and I do look forward to get back to training.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where it's just like this knee injury that I suffered. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those stories. Like some days are good and some days are bad.
And when the cold's here, it's even worse.
Oh yeah, but like it's one of those things where it's like I'll get back in there and go do it and shit like that. It's one of the things where I was having fun, but my favorite part was like after practice, you'll hit the bar and it's like
out.
Yeah, but it's like we'd go to the bar, and at the bar we had our designated corner. We had the big TV and we had our beers and like pretty much
take over the TV too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We had our designated corner. Like all of us wrestlers would just be. I say us wrestlers. The wrestlers and the trainee. The trainee would be sitting right there, and we'd be on the like we just take the big TV in the bar, and that's it. We're watching wrestling until it's time to close down the bar. So that right there was like I miss doing that, and like it was like an almost every weekend thing where it was like myself and V, and then we'd run into you at the bars, and we just go bar hopping.
Yep, shot walks,
just doing the shot walk.
And sometimes we'd tell like, why'd y'all move? Well, ran to other people over at this bar, so we stayed over there for.
Oh yeah, and you cannot beat $7 pitchers at Polly's. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. I like every other bar out there. Y'all are great. You know what I mean?
Cheapest pitchers and 50-cent pool tables all day, every day.
You see what I mean? Like
usually where you find me.
And the best part about it is it's an old timer bar. So you go in there, there's not a lot of shit going on.
Chill, relax, lay back.
Yeah, everybody in there is just cool. So they're just like, hey man, we're just here having a good time. Just
chill and have a good night. Nobody causes problems, and if they do, it's usually squashed real quick.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make it past the door. Oh, it's funny. I did a podcast and I said I don't smoke cigarettes. And
here you are.
Well, I like when I'm drinking. I like to casually smoke.
I'm a bad influence. It's okay. No, it's a full moon. It's a first super moon of the new year, and it's a wolf's moon. Just to top it all off with this podcast.
You heard it here. The Bombcity werewolf.
West Texas werewolf.
Yeah, the West Texas werewolf.
Wolf's moon, super moon, 1st January 2026, New Year. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. It was one of those to where we would have the matches that I'd have been doing if I passed my training would have been dog collars leading all the way up to myself wrestling with my mentor. And it's great. It's like great. It's like my trainer. Like I said, I'm not mentioning names because shout out to my trainer. My trainer's a good dude. like I said, I just not name dropping, but it was my trainer was great, and I have no ill will, no nothing. It's just I got hurt, and then just time, and then everything that's just happened, just
Life
time.
happens.
And then but my mentors was my good friends Greg and our good buddy Violent V, who was supposed to be here tonight,
Yeah.
but he never messaged me back. So V, if you get to watching this,
There's
I
a handful of people. Hobo man.
Oh yeah, I messaged
Hobo man.
I messaged the hobo man. I messaged them all, man.
A certain flea, you know.
I messaged, but fuck it, we're here having a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
we got
sir.
beers flowing, and yeah. And if you are tuning in, say what's up in the comments. And if you got a question for Greg, I'm pretty sure
I'm
he'd
here.
love to answer it. But
I'm here.
other than that, man, we're gonna keep going on and
Bullshitting and having fun.
hell yeah, that's the way it goes. So moving on to the next.
Yes,
moving
sir.
on to the next. You've been a part of a tag team for majority of your wrestling career?
Majority. Like I've been you pretty much me and Pierce, like we'd separate and then get back together. Like we're brothers. Like where sooner or later it's like we've held every tag belt in Amarillo that if there was a promotion with the tag belt, we're coming for it. Like, and we did. Like we made a point to hold every belt we ever worked for promotions, tag belts. And like we'd separate, do our own solo journeys and claim belts that way. Hell, he's been heavyweight champion. I set a record for Top of Texas, longest junior heavyweight champion that they had at 14 months and 1 day. Like their longest champion was like 6 months, and then they just kept holding it. Was welcome, and anybody come take it, and went a long time.
Oh yeah. But you've also had other tag team partners, right? You've also tagged with the Hobo Man.
I have children
could
of
you-
Fenrir.
Tell us about those times where you were tagged with the Hobo Man. Actually, tell us what was different. Like, so you've tagged with V,
Yes.
you've tagged with Hobo Man, and you've tagged with Pierce. What was it like being in all three of those tag teams? Like I know each one of y'all styles is different from the other.
It is. Like with me and Pierce, it's more of a connection because we've known each other from school to outside the ring, going into the ring, training together, living together. So we just would just mesh. We could read each other's minds and be on point just instantly without saying anything. With Caleb, it took a little bit more time, but we went from being enemies for over 8-9 years to teaming together. So we already knew what each other would do to somebody else because we've done it to each other. To now, how can we do something to somebody together? And meshed well with that, ran that for a long time. With B, he broke me into the business. And then whenever we came back with Bombcity Bar Fights, he was one of my first matches coming out of retirement. It's been 10 years since I've been in the ring with B, and we tore the house down. Blood everywhere, split my head open. 3 weeks later, split the other side of my head open with another person with B. But all's fun. I healed up. Life happens. But yeah, just the wrestling dynamic with each one. Like me and B, I've watched him before I started training, so I already knew what he was capable of before I got in the ring. Then getting in the ring with him, knew what he's capable of. Even after the long period taking time off, getting back in the ring, it was like nothing happened. Like here we go. So it's always a blast teaming with somebody new because you're learning how to be cohesive with somebody else, and even somebody trying to find ways to innovate yourself over time is always a blast. But
hell yeah. How many other than the Top of Texas junior heavyweight title, how many titles do you think you've held in your lifetime?
ooh, let's see. Well, then Top of Texas tag belts, WWA tag belts, ROW tag belts, Top of Texas tag belts, Panhandle Top of Texas Championship, WWE cruiserweight, heavyweight, cruiserweight. We had Ultimate Massacre Championship I held over there. Yeah, I'd say over a dozen. Like, if I had to take a guess, I'd say a dozen. I've held the tag belts multiple times throughout each promotion with most usually Pierce, and then top of Texas also Caleb. So, yeah, held quite a few.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry, these questions. I thought they'd come to me a little bit more natural.
Oh, it's all good. Like, even there was a time me and Pierce and a few other people rode up to Colorado, surprise on a whim, and that's why another reason. Shout out Joey showing us love every time we go to Primos. Like, he'd see us and then he'd be all, "Wolves are here," and instantly start changing the booking to add us in and give us love. There was even a time we showed up and got put right into a number one a tag titles match.
Oh,
Just
hell yeah.
no clue, and it was fun. It was really great. We got to take on Canadian Pit Bulls, and much love to them too, because Eric Angel and Elias are amazing people. So yeah, it was always fun on the road.
Fuck yeah. Sorry.
You're all good.
I was sharing it again. We got, like I said, we got one viewer right now, which
I was like,
at this point, I don't even do this for the views anymore. It's one of those things where I get to just kick it with
your friends,
Yeah,
family, catch up, have fun.
Yeah, man. And it's recorded, so it's like, it's just good.
They can
Good
come back
video
and watch
evidence.
and be like, "Damn, I should have caught on that night."
Right. It's like I should have did this. And I should have
I
did
did
that.
that.
But it's one of those, man, where we've been the beers are flowing really good tonight.
Yeah. I was like,
I don't know why, but tonight of all night, the Busch Lights are just they're just
it's
right
funny, that's
there.
what I got in my truck too.
They're just right there, hitting the spot. It's funny on my last two episodes, other than the Rocktober episodes, I was sitting here with Christian and Braden of Trent Rat and Berserk.
Christian.
We were sitting there and we were just putting Busch Lights away, just sitting here drinking and having a good time. And then Shiloh joined us. But like I said, always a good time. I love hanging out with the homies. And then this right here,
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. Like, it's one of those where it's
like a month or so since ran to you over at Polly's.
Oh yeah. Well, so it was one of those where it's like we were going to make it like a kind of like a weekly thing. Go to Polly's, catch a picture, just have a drink, and then just
have
hang
fun,
out.
catch up.
But then it was one of those where it's like, fuck, man, I got other shit that I got to do. Like, I just can't go kick it. It's like I just can't just go kick it at the bar like I used to. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in. Say what's up in the comments, and if you have any questions for Greg, he'd love to answer them. And we're just gonna keep going on. And I'm Pacos Chingasos, and
yes.
Hell yeah, brother. And so anyway, sorry.
You're all good.
So we've been talking about doing a collaboration here recently, and if you're feeling open to talk about it right here, I'm willing to talk about it right here. So this collaboration that myself and Greg have been talking about doing is it's a Bombcity podcast, and it's by wrestlers for wrestlers, but it's also with I do my solo stuff with musicians, but I feel like if I had another wrestler here to talk with me, now I'm not a wrestler. I was training to be one, and injury got in the way of that. But that being said, with my buddy here, we can actually interview other people, and just, we're also going to talk about video games and everything else.
Music.
Yeah. We're just gonna be bullshitting majority of the time. It's probably gonna be us slamming drinks and just bullshitting. And Squeaky P87, fuck yes, Trent Rat and Berserk, hell yeah to that.
Fucking Trent Rat.
Yeah, I went to go see them at the New Year's Eve party, which
I forgot
great
about
time.
it. I was like, I love seeing my boys.
Oh yeah.
I've known the Klaus family a long time.
It was a great show, great time. And the shitty part is as much as I love my brothers and Trent Rat, like I said, the Klaus boys gave me my nickname, and Kitchen's been my best friend since dude. We had our first job at Sam's Club. So, like those are my dudes, man.
Look, I remember the class boys going to the War Legion way back when.
Oh yeah.
I was like, my cousin used to be a death metal singer with Smells Like Someone Died and Better Class Criminal. So
fuck yeah, dude. I remember Smells Like Someone Died.
Yeah, my cousin's Kyle Deaver. So yeah, I've been around and it throws people off where I'm like, no, he's my cousin. Like he's got me by 3 months, same year. Like that's my boy.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so be tuned to stay tuned for that because we're gonna bring a podcast where it's by wrestlers for wrestlers and it's we're just gonna bullshit and just do whatever. Like I said, this episode is just a surprise. We were just hanging out. I was like, oh fuck it, you want to get interviewed? And so I busted out the interview stuff. But yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are.
We swaying.
We sway with the West Texas Werewolf, the Bombcity Renegade, and be on the lookout for the official name of our collaboration podcast is now called the Bombcity Chingasos. So be on the lookout for the BCC and the BCC, and also be on the lookout for my band Bombcity Pile Driver BCPD. We're gonna be hitting the stage here soon.
I think y'all are working on something for me too.
Oh yeah.
We surprised me with something. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, we there's a song that I'm writing right now, and it's definitely called the Bombcity Renegade, and paying homage to my mentor and one of my best friends.
I love it. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be so sick. And just imagine when you make your entrance and then you just Bombcity Renegade, just boom.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be like, oh yeah, I can't even wrestle.
So like I'm spent right there.
I'm erect. Can't do it. Someone else is. You know how it gets down on the Chingasos way.
Sometimes it's like, Greg's blushing.
Are you blushing already?
A little bit.
Hey, well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could do that for you. All right, so let me get right back into it. So we talked about the Bombcity Chingasos.
Yes.
But let's get into what the Bombcity Renegade is doing right now. Have you taken any bookings in the year of 2026 yet?
As of now, no. Is that door open? Quite possibly. I mean, the last booking I had technically was at a backyard barbecue brawl by somebody, got scammed out by a hobo man. But I hear somebody has a nice looking title now that might be looking forward to this next brawl,
that very same title may be in this room. Or garage, I should say. That title could be in this garage.
But yeah, it's one of those things you never know. I can always hit the road and then
what the fuck?
Have some fun.
So you're gonna believe this shit. There's a comment and it says Flea versus Greg 2026 by the Flea 2546.
Oh.
Where you at, man?
Yeah,
you're supposed to be here.
Could have challenged me in person.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what, Flea, you got 10 minutes to get here. 10 minutes to get here. Because listen, I bought a whole bunch of these bad boys.
Might have to refill mine.
Right. But yes,
you get here, it might be a bad thing.
Do you know what? So in all my years, and now I sound old when I say that, but in all my years, I've never seen you actually wrestle the Flea.
I have not. Even when I wrestled for Nightmare Pro, which was his promotion.
Oh.
I wrestled the other owner.
Was that
Chad Irons? But I've never had a one-on-one with Flea. That is correct. I think we've been in Rumbles. I'm pretty sure we've been in a few Rumbles. But yeah, I don't think there's ever been a one-on-one. And Nightmare Pro was 2013. Here we are, 2026, 13 years later. Hey, that's my favorite number. So 13 years in the making. We can make this happen.
Squeaky P says, on our way, Royal Rumble. I love it. I love it so much.
Ah,
I love it. Thank you for Squeaky P. We need that. But yes, Flea. So we do need to make that happen, and you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. There was a certain show at Memorial Park. It was called Kill the Summer Barbecue, and we had. I'm just not even gonna beat around the bush. Myself and my buddy Justin Fennell. If you don't know, go check out Discarcia. Go check out Quick Death in Texas. But Justin Fennell is the lead singer of both of those bands, and just a phenomenal dude. But myself and him, we threw this party at the end of the summer at Memorial Park called Kill the Summer Barbecue. And when my band dropped out, we had a impromptu wrestling match with my good friends, the Hobo Man and Greg himself, and they both did a phenomenal job. Just
went out
straight
there last
phenomenal.
minute, just had fun.
Right.
It's what we love doing. It you give us something impromptu, we'll figure it out and have some fun.
Right. So my question is like, how did I know I gave y'all an idea, but how did y'all's idea come up with us like doing the interview and then you just hitting him? It was like what was it like just going into that?
Feeding off the energy, having what was there? I think you said the total after the event you figured out was like over 150 people up there, just feeding off their energy, and us knowing a lot of our community also being there because we're both into the punk rock metal scenes, and that's what was out there. There's food, there's good friends, there's beer. We're gonna have fun, and just over all the years me and him have done this, because I graduated 2007, started training last 4 months of my senior year. He was doing it before me for even more years, so we're just used to just on the fly thinking and making something work real quick. It's like we've done it a few times before I went away for some jail stuff. We didn't even talk about how we were doing my last match. It was just gonna be me and him. I'm going away, and we just went out there and had fun. And all around Top Texas building, there's blood on the cash register, in the money, in the back locker room, in the front, through the crowd, in the bathrooms. Like,
did they follow y'all with like a camera at all just to get all that footage?
No, but the referee was trying to keep up with us. And Parker did a good job. Like, he knew he was in for one that night. Like, it's them too. And we had full access to the entire building, and we took advantage of it.
Oh yeah. It's one of those where I actually got to see y'all live at the Top of Texas. This was back when I think it was Pierce and the Hobo Man, Caleb, they were doing that wolf faction. I always forget
the CGC,
yes.
Certifiable Control.
Yeah, so I always forget about that.
We took over. Every one of us.
Oh, you were a part of it too, right?
Yeah, okay, every one of us. That was during when I held the junior heavyweight belt. Every one of us had gold. Like, we took over. Like, it's y'all's promotion, no, stop us. And then like when Super Heels, it's like we know all the rules. We know how to break them. So how you gonna beat us when we're used to the numbers game?
Right.
And numbers game with no rules, it's kind of hard to beat criminals. Just saying.
Right.
Like we had a cage match. Locked the front door. They tried to break the cage door open, and we cut our way out the back door. Like, we literally broke the cage apart. Can't stop us. We know better. We've done this too many times. This may be new to y'all, but not to us.
Oh yeah. Would you ever be open to do that again? Just bring back the CGC faction again?
Oh.
If the opportunity seemed like, you know,
it take a lot. Definitely with everything going on, you know, other stuff in real life going on. It take a lot. Now, joining a faction with a lot of those names, very plausible, because wouldn't be the first time most of those names have been together or been on opposite sides of the room.
Right.
So.
I get you. I was gonna say, at one point in time, like I believe, like it's like you, myself, and V, we talked about doing a faction, And I was so as a trainee, I put that out there a lot. As a trainee at the time, I was going to be the manager, but it was still the when he's ready, he's going in type shit. And
me and B were doing our criminal stuff.
oh yeah, and so it's one of those things where like what I loved about that whole thing is like how you pretty much like you and V came up to my trainer and y'all were just like, hey,
this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing. We're gonna start making him our manager at these shows. You know, he's like Paco's the manager at these shows. He's like, we're gonna give him, you know, doing all this shit. He's like, here's the thing, once he's ready, he's part of this faction. Yeah. We're gonna push him as kind of like Bubba Ray and Devon, and then I was gonna be Spike.
Even though I'm the smallest one, any team I'm in, I'm always the smallest one.
It's like
I'm usually a little bit crazier than everybody else, but I'm the smallest.
Right, but it was, you know, when you think about it, it's like you think of the Dudley Boys. It's always like Bubba Ray, Devon, you're the biggest, and then there's Spike.
Here's the run.
Like here's the run, but
here's the green.
And it was just like it was like here's Paco, and this is what he's gonna do, and pretty much he's gonna put this dog collar on you, and he's gonna put one on himself. We're gonna have a chain in the middle of us, and we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, that was gonna be the end goal, was dog collar match with me and you.
Yep.
Because what started me and B's, like, we were at war, but what got us teaming together was me and him doing a dog collar match.
And that, you know, coming back to that is so fucking funny because that night, and I will like you. This is all. It's not pulling the curtain. It's no nothing. This is from my point of view of that show. So as a podcast, I was doing my live podcast at that. There's the bar fights. I was doing a live podcast, and I was asked like, "Hey man, can you help set up for the you know dog collar match?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." So, you know, I went, helped out, and made stuff and did everything like that. Well, it came time for said dog collar match. So we had this idea of I'm gonna put the dog collars on both Greg and V, and I'm gonna set the chain up. Well, I bought these shitty ass little. They weren't carabiners, but you know they were cheap. And my dumb ass I knew better because I've messed with these before in construction. I should have fucking got a wrench and locked them. Didn't think anything about it. It was like whatever. So I put the dog collar on Greg and he's all ready. And I go to V and I'm like, I don't know why I said it, but it was one of those things where it popped into my mind. I was like, how do you like to be choked, daddy? But you know what the best part about that is we went to go find a dog collar to fit V. And none of them fit. So I just took my
he's broader neck.
Yeah, he's thick, you know, broader neck. So I took my fucking belt off and cut it and made it into a dog collar.
And they worked out to like the last minute and a half of the match.
Yeah.
Where the chain just was like, nope, I'm not gonna hold up. And like once we saw it, it was like, let's go.
So what Greg is talking about is I set these chains up, and in the middle of the chain was a staple gun, a cheese grater, and a pizza cutter.
Yep.
All on carabiners. So they did the tug of war to try to get a weapon. But this is where I fucked up because I didn't lock those I didn't lock them in place. Was in the middle of the match, they're walking around the crowds, and all you see is the chain unhooked off of one and hooked onto the chain itself, and it's stuck. And you can't stop the match to fix it. So it's one of those where it's all like
we're just trying to keep the show going.
Yeah. It was one of those where it's all like, well, for next time I know.
Thicker collars and lock them in.
Yeah, lock them in. But god damn it, somebody tell me that wasn't a good fucking.
It was a good match. It was a good show. We had fun still.
Like some of the AI pictures that you've made between you and V are just some of the greatest. Like you got the one where it's the cartoon and you in the jumpsuit and you got V and you're just big. It's just a big ass smile and you're holding him up.
Us zombie-fied. Yeah. Then I've done just Like I've even posted some of the ones I've done for myself, like the cartoon outline. Like I could do a cartoon coloring book with all the locals and just have fun with it, just to do it. And then some of the zombie ones, the Garbage Pail Kid ones are fun. I did one with Mimi. I did one for you. I did one with me and Nabira from our match. Sent it to her. She liked it. And I'm like, let's see what I can do and see which ones pop up. Some of them aren't good. Some of them come out really awesome. Like I've seen B start using them as his profile pictures. I'm like, at least I know he likes them.
I did the same. With the Garbage Pail Kid
great
one.
Merch. Easy idea for merch right there.
The Garbage Pail Kid one where like I'm wearing the belt and then just hold the trash. Yeah, bag of trash. It's just like
a smile.
That one is
they're
super
cheesy, but they're so awesome because us being our age, it's like if you grew up knowing what those are, it makes it even better.
Like if you know what the Garbage Pail Kids are, man, like that's.
I think the next one I might have to mess around with is like do some Beanie Babies just to see what it comes up with.
I AI'd one and it was Courage the Cowardly Dog and it just made me look like an emo Courage. Because if you don't know, if you're just now tuning into my podcast, I used to have long hair and it would just flow down to here. But unfortunately, it just got to the point where it became a nuisance and I got tired of the blonde. So I cut it all off and now I look like an emo kid.
Hair over your eye to one side. My little brother had the same.
So this is always my go-to haircut when I get a haircut is if I already have long hair, I'm just going to cut it to emo short and then just regrow it.
Me, long hair, it goes to a mohawk. Mine goes in 4 styles. It's afro, then mohawk, then cut the backside. So I got my ponytail, then usually go bring back my oil lock devil horns, and then I'll go bald for a little bit. And then just start it all over.
I was going to say, you haven't gone bald in a while.
I haven't cut my hair outside the sides right now. It's been 3.5 years since I've cut my hair. Just kind of letting it grow, see how long I can really get this insane hair going.
Hey, I mean, it's working though, man. Yes. It works with the Bombcity Renegade gimmick.
And I can braid it right now. I can still spike it up if I want. So never know what you might get whenever I pop out.
All right. I really wonder if Flea's on his way now.
It's all right. We're waiting.
I haven't hit him with the address, but I made a new Facebook, so I don't know if he has me on my new Facebook.
I was like, he never answered the message whenever I messaged him. I was like, come on.
Flea, if you're still watching, I have a new Facebook and I forgot to add you, and that's my fault. And who is watching? Because we got 2 viewers. I know, I'm not gonna lie, I keep my phone going just so I know that I have audio, so I know I'm one of them. But whoever else is watching, say what's up. If it's Squeaky P, then what's up? I know you're still here, so that's awesome. But if not, and it's somebody new, say what's up. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're 48 minutes in on this podcast, and we're just.
It's already been 48.
Dude, it's been. Listen,
like we're just having fun.
Time will fly by on these things.
I was like, I will have to snag me another brewski real quick.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I ain't running away. I just need to.
I'm just saying, like, the old ball and chain came out here, and I was able to con her and grab it.
Get you one. I was like.
But yeah. Oh shit! I forgot. I let my cigarette go down.
Oh no! I was like,
oh well. Most of the time, I'm actually a big cigar guy.
See, I like my cigars too.
Yep. I like going to Good Karma and buying cigars.
What's that is I never actually buy mine. There's a good brother, Mr. David, who usually shows up at shows out of nowhere from Lubbock and surprises all the boys with some cigars. Brother Piano 5.
So it says here watching with the rest of Social Anxiety minus David. Shout out to Social Anxiety.
So they're watching, please know.
That's awesome. Listen, Social Anxiety, in my opinion, here in Amarillo,
yes,
there hasn't been a good punk band in a long ass time until Social Anxiety. Listen, at the New Year's Eve show, they had people rocking from left to right, just you know what I mean, just dancing around, having a good time.
Their show before that, I was like, I got social anxiety flag hanging up in my apartment. I got the keychain on my key rings. I support local wrestling or music.
Fuck
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
I support local, but I could be a little bit better. But you got to bear with me. Your boy here has now booked. Not booked, but I'm working with a good amount of people right now to where
You can build it up.
yeah, I'm building it up. Like I'm actually been helping behind the scenes these past couple months. That's why my podcast has kind of taken a dip, is because I've been behind the scenes helping
Get
and doing
everything else
other
built up.
things. Like
That's good though.
I've been working with I went and helped out. I did volunteer work with the company SLV. They run sound out at the Rockwell. And so, I've been working with them behind the scenes, going to help out at shows, just being a roadie and a stagehand, just being helpful where I can.
Yes.
And then,
It's like
and then-
being a trainee.
Yeah.
Anywhere you can help.
oh yeah, I can get in where I can just to be helpful in any shape, way, or form. And I love to do that. And it's one of those things to where like that's where I miss wrestling, is like setting up that ring and then breaking it down. I know there's a lot of times where people have looked at me breaking down the ring at the end of the nights, and I just look mad as a motherfucker.
But you're used to being the only one to do it.
Yeah. So I was mad because I was the only one, but it was one of those things to where it's been a long day and my social battery
Is drained.
Yeah, my social battery's drained, so I'm just ready to go home. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I look pissed off, but it's one of those things where I'm ready to get the fuck out of
So
there.
you're rushing. It's like, I know how to get this broke down, load it up, and I'm out.
Yeah, just get out of my way. And arriba los punks is what. Yeah, arriba los punks. So shout out, like I said, shout out to social anxiety and all the homies in
Thank you.
you.
Hobo man.
Couldn't.
Violent V.
But that being said, all five of us need to get together soon, because I have a proposition for all five of us, and see what I want everyone's opinion on that.
That's gonna be a good one. I kind of already know. So, oops.
Yeah.
Good things possibly coming.
I'll just put it this way. Excuse me. I'll be right back.
He's all like, we're gonna give a teaser of what we've already kind of been talking about. Yeah.
Let me just, you know what? I can't even put it on myself, so it's one of those. It's a bitch, but I'm just gonna kind of just
lay it on table.
Yeah,
See where the minds wander. Whoever's watching.
If you've seen my profile pictures, you'd know that I have this. But yeah, we're trying to make other things happen.
Yeah, I think I've convinced him to. Sometime spring's coming up soon. Might have to do another backyard barbecue brawl. Got a nice title put online.
I'll put it to you this way: if a backyard barbecue brawl happens in the springtime, what if we did 2 matches? Have 2 bands and 2 matches, and let's say the headlining match was, I don't know, a barbecue death match between the Bombcity Renegade and the Flea himself. If he agrees to that,
I'm game. Could make it an open challenge.
Yep.
See who all comes in. Make it elimination style. Could have some fun with that.
V says, "Well, shit, that would look great on me."
Oh, see, now V's typing in.
All right. Well, that being said,
It looks like there's 3 people right there.
that being
Pretty
said,
sure there's a hobo man who might say something.
like I said, I tried to get a hold of the Hobo Man earlier. I would have loved to have the Hobo Man return to the podcast. But yeah, the Flea says, "Well, shit, that would look great on me." But yeah, it looked great on everybody.
I'm right here. It might disappear with me.
If I put it this way, if I could get a spring break party going, we definitely have some.
You already
wrestling.
know. All I need to know is date and time.
All right, and then we can get that. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that my mission.
It's in the works
happen.
as of right now. It's already in the works.
Because I don't know about anyone else, but I too want to see a Greg and Flea, maybe 3 series or maybe just one banger of a match. But just Yeah, man.
You can make this happen.
The Bombcity Renegade versus the Flea just sounds good too.
It
Just
does.
it just rolls off the tongue. And then there's always the possibility of the the Violent V
Mhm.
versus the Hobo
Hobo
Man
Man.
again. Just you know what I
Get
mean?
the 4 of us in a match.
Or a scramble. Do a scramble
Yeah.
match. Fucking, just the sky is the limit.
It is. It is.
But it still has to be a
Just
one-on-one. There still has to be
one-on-one
one-on-one.
with me and B. I accept it.
One you and V.
We've done that.
Yeah.
And then me Flea, me B, me Hobo Man.
We need an NBD. The Flea. Yeah, I'm just gonna start pushing it everywhere. Like from here on out until spring break, every status that I post on Facebook is just gonna be Flea versus Greg. Flea versus Greg. Every post
Every
from
post.
here on out.
That's gonna be the ending.
Like my notes on Facebook is just gonna be Flea versus
Don't
Greg.
forget Flea versus Greg.
Don't forget Flea versus Greg. Greg versus Flea. Any way you look at it.
With some chicken.
We'll throw you know what? Fuck it. I even make it a title match.
See, you already had me at I'm in. Now you're putting the title in there.
No, I'll put the Texas Heavyweight Championship on the line.
Bomb City Backyard Barbecue Texas Champion. I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah. My only issue is I don't want to step on no one's toes. I don't want to involve in no one else's drama. I just want to put on a barbecue and play my music
And have some fun.
and have a little bit of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like that right there just sounds like a great day. Fuck, you know what that sounds like? The gathering of the Juggalos.
Yep.
And here I am, not even a Juggalo fan, and I think about it, and after talking with you and V, and so like, damn, the day that I just described, or the day you just described, was literally the gathering. Literally,
that's kind of what happened last time. Just it was a gathering of 100+ people, and then impromptu match.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. It's still to that day is when I think back to that Kill the Summer barbecue. I was just on this natural high all day, and it was one of those things to where I couldn't come down until some dipshit ruined. Until some dipshit ruined my night.
Me trying to fight Hobo Man. Like you're trying to fight the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Like literally the wrong ones at this event, and then try to fight everybody.
It's like I said. I'm not gonna touch on this very much. So, hold on. Before I tell the story, the Flea says this may be my last year wrestling, so let's make it a crazy fucking year.
Let's go.
I'm in.
Let's go.
Fuck, you sold me. I'm in. But at the Kill the Summer barbecue, I was on this natural high all day. My band didn't get to play, which sucked. But there's a but to this. I got to perform on stage with my buddy Creature, so shout out to the Creature of the night. But I got to be a ref in the match. I was a shitty ref, but I was a ref, no less. I started giving Greg a 5 count. He's like, this is a fucking no holds brawl. And I was like, you're right, my bad. And I quit counting.
So we just need a pinfall or a submission.
Yeah. And so then I quit counting, but he was just like, the fuck? I was like, I'm new to this. Don't judge me.
Like, I'm new. It's my first time refereeing.
And then from there we kind of just had a good time. Greg and Hobo Man did a great job doing what they did. Fuck. Greg got scoop slammed, even though he didn't want to.
Straight on the ground.
He did not want that. But it was still great to see. Hobo Man got busted open. There's all kinds of shit. And then at the end of the night, there's always that one dickhead. And that dude earlier in the day came up to me after the wrestling match and started asking me to set up a bare knuckle brawl at the park. And I told him, I was like, dude, you're at the wrong fucking party. Like, if that's what you want to do, then go somewhere else. Like, we're all here for music, wrestling, and just entertainment, period. Nobody wants to see that.
This is family and friends having a good time.
Yeah. But at the end of the night, this drunk fuck gets fucked up, and then he starts trying to fight everyone. And me and Justin are trying to tell him to leave. And then I fucked up, and I turned around and told everyone to back the fuck up because I didn't want anyone. It was one of those things where I was like, if this dude is going to do anything, I want him to do it to me and no one else. And and I'm glad that I had all the people behind me that they did. But that dumb fucker fell into my arms, and for a split second, I was like, "Yo,
Ready
I
to
could."
go.
I had this second where I was like, "Yo, I could German suplex this dude right now," because he was like,
Oh yeah,
his head was right here. I had both arms, and I could have just, whoop, you know what I mean? So I was like,
I mean, moments after that, he even fell on the ground. Like
Yeah.
he was stumbling. Like
the one thing is I took off running because he started threatening people, and I was like, all right, I'm done. He's good enough weight. I ran and grabbed my brass knuckles. Yeah, because I was gonna punch him.
We were all ready to go.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? He's far enough. I think we could fuck him up. You know, I was like, whatever. But we didn't do anything. It was one of those things where it was like we just kept telling him to leave, and just
He ended up in the back of a cop car. It's all good.
yeah, he ended up in the back of a cop car. But it's still like I've never seen his mugshot, but like dude was like way over the legal limit, way over. And it was just like, if that being said, as that being said, it's one of those things where the next Kill the Summer barbecue and the spring break barbecue that's being in talks right now. And if anybody wants to be part of the spring break barbecue, get at me and we'll talk about it and we'll make it work. But
more people that start getting on board now,
yeah,
easier it is to get it all lined up.
Oh yeah. But if we do a spring break one, there'll definitely be security, because that's one thing that we skipped on is like, I know it's a park, you really can't have security, but it's like, you know, having some form of safety there. But I digress. We're gonna talk about the better parts of that, and that's the wrestling, the music,
and the food.
That day I put 100 and something chicken legs in my smoker.
It was good.
And I think I went home with maybe 20 chicken legs. Everybody tore up my chicken legs. So
I took home a plate.
I think didn't I give you and Hobo Man like a whole bunch of?
It was full of burgers, hot dogs.
But I was gonna say, like, didn't I give you all like this whole like bunch of packages of chicken that weren't even opened? Yeah. And so it was just like, hey man, we got chicken and everything. For
like, I'm not gonna take it home. I'm done cooking. I was like, yoink.
Just, you know what I mean?
I was eating on it for a couple days. It was good.
Honestly, I kind of want to do turkey legs next go around.
Some smoked turkey legs.
Yeah, smoked turkey legs. I mean, so I actually
did those lollipops. I don't know if you can make a turkey leg lollipop.
No, I'll just do the turkey legs as is. I might make the chicken lollipops again, but I'll have another rack under that, and it's just chicken, turkey legs. So it's like, hey yo, if you want turkey leg, come get them right now. Come get them while they're hot. Like the chicken legs, they're gonna be here all day.
Those and the poppers, man. The poppers were good too.
I had a magic cooler that night. Every time I opened that cooler, there was something new in it. Like, shit, you know.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, like so. This Kill the Summer, I was all over the place. Anyway, like you couldn't keep me at my table or my I had my smoker going, but I had like my own easy up, my own table. You know, you couldn't keep me at my table for 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes is probably the max. Like I was here, there.
Had people checking your food, make sure nothing was burning.
Yeah, but it was a great time, man.
It was fun. Like I showed up and had a blast. Just listening to music, catching up with all the people I know throughout everybody, just enjoying a good old time. And then me and Caleb tore it down, stayed away from each other up till we reconciled over a beer. You know what happens in wrestling.
It was great. I still go back and watch that video where you're beating them up and I come and like kind of give you a push weight. I'm like, whoa, we ain't doing this at my barbecue.
Yeah, we are.
It's like not unsanctioned at least. Oh goddamn! If I had a time machine, I'd go back.
Oh,
I'd go live.
That's why we're planning a second one.
I know, man, but it's one of those things. Is like I would go back and relive that day.
If we did, that kid would have probably gotten German suplex.
Oh yeah, no,
time machine. He probably would have gotten dropped a few times.
There's a few things I would have done differently. Like I would have somehow, some way, had this in my mind where I was like, yo, I need to find a guitarist quickly.
Your band's gonna play.
It's like we're playing, damn it. But it was one of those things where I was all like, there's one of those things where I was like, I was gonna keep my brass knuckles in my pocket. That way I didn't have to walk all the way back to my table to grab them. That's the best part. Cause like My wife was like, no, and I'm like, I'm not even doing
like, and I'm
anything.
looking at you. I'm like, leave the backpack.
So my wife is like, don't do nothing. No. And I'm like, what? I'm not doing nothing. I have nothing. And just brass knuckles dangling from my fingers.
I'm just like,
I have nothing. Look.
like,
It's
move those.
like, I've watched enough. I know how it goes.
Definitely with who you had all there. It's like, if it's not you, it's gonna be one of us.
Right. But I digress. Let's get back into something
back to
else.
back to the random questions.
Random questions. Okay. So now fuck.
I was like, we've gone back to the barbecue. We've already talked about music. We talked about possible backyard barbecue. Got
Oh, yeah.
Title.
I don't think Flea was here when we were talking about our new podcast, the Bombcity Chingasos, man.
V's now apparently in there now too. So
Oh, yep. Is he? Well, I think it's just Flea. I think Flea's just watching.
Commenting.
Yeah. I don't think V's watching, and that makes me sad.
But if Flea's still watching, we got a wrestling. What'd you say? By wrestlers for wrestlers.
Yeah. It's a by wrestlers for wrestlers podcast, but it's also one of those things where it's like we can just bullshit with each other and just get together and just kind of just film the moments. It's kind of like I have the nostalgia of what I used to do in Three Amigos, and I kind of wanted to bring that back.
Which is where I originally had been trying to get on for a podcast.
Yeah.
Since then, right?
But it's like shout out to my brothers in Three Amigos, because it's like since we haven't done Three Amigos in a year, because I left. I was done. You know, I told both of them, I was like, hey brothers, like I'm done. I want to go do my own thing. And Joe's doing his thing with Cryptic, which is awesome. I hope Chris is doing things really well.
That's good.
Which, you know what's funny? At the Kill the Summer, we actually did a Three Amigos little thing. Yeah. A little
reunion.
Yeah, did a little reunion at the Three Amigos where we're just kind of just like, hey, like we're here hanging out. Come join us. But yeah, no, man, this podcast, like I said, it's by wrestlers for wrestlers. And then just we just kind of just it's one of those things where like we just always get together and just bullshit and hang out, shoot the shit
together. Like,
you know what I mean? Have a microphone just right there, and we just
kind of like the table.
Hold on, your connection is unstable.
Could be. I put it in my pocket.
Okay, we're good. But it's one of those things where like, even though I'm almost I'm half-assed a trainee, I'm injured. But it's one of those things where like I got to sit there and listen to like you and V talk and just how you guys interact with each other and just stuff like that. The first time I met V, and I've met Flea before, but like we've never really had a sat down conversation before. Right. The first time I met Flea, it was the second episode of the Three Amigos podcast, and we interviewed Flea. Ish, I'm gonna say because I'm gonna get tongue tied. So Ish brought V, and I sat there and talked with V, not knowing that this dude was a pro wrestler. Not
Baby Dick Johnson.
Yeah, but it's like I was just sitting there just talking with him, just not knowing he was a wrestler until we got into the podcast, and Ish would be like, "Yeah, man, he's like, I was doing this and this, and he's like, I was doing it with that fucker over there, and you just see V. Yeah, and that's what I learned. I was like, oh shit, all right.
You were already chopping up with somebody. Yeah, have been podcasting with them too.
Yeah, and then it's just one of those things, man. It was like, just from there, man. Like me and after Ish introduced me to V, dude, me and V just like our friendship, man. We became real tight friends real quick. We talk to each other every day and everything like that. I mean, hell, we still, it's not an everyday thing anymore, but it's one of those things where it's like we still once
a week you still reach out.
Yeah, like we'll still hit each other up and just everything like that, and just you know what I mean. But it's like I thank everyone that I've met in wrestling, because like fuck, dude, I've had the opportunity to take 2 punches from the Necro Butcher and to get advice from the Necro Butcher and to hang out with the Necro Butcher and just. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to the Necro Butcher. Yes.
I was like, first time met him, it was back, I'd say 2009 or so. It was actually Necro Butcher versus Violent V out at WWA. And then afterwards.
Was that the golf club where he busted it over the golf club?
Yep. And then afterwards, we went and partied, and we were off tent somewhere at a little makeshift apartment. And I had a 6-foot bomb back then. And anybody that hit it we tell him just slap a sticker on it, and he signed at the very top, and I put a clear coat over it, and then I sold it like a year and a half later for like $150. I bought it for like $40. It was acrylic, but it had like at that time 40 something stickers on it. Named it Hell's Pit, Juggalo reference, and being a 6 foot bomb. But yeah, he put it in front of him and goes, "Oh shit, it's as tall as me," and he ripped it. Like he ripped it. But yeah, I was like, that was one of the craziest shows. Him and Necro and B tore it down that night. And then whenever he came, started living here, he was like, "Oh yeah, you had that." Yep, that was me. He's like, "It's crazy. We're all still around."